Hi, bitches. Welcome into the stream. How you doing? My name is Grim Day. Nice.
I thought I was on devoice, sorry.
God damn it. Hi, welcome in. Very, very quick message to say we only have 30 minutes. We've got to be off in 30 minutes. So the pre-show is going to be super rapid to just say hello. P Honey, welcome in. JMK, welcome in. How you doing, mate? P Honey is in the Railway Museum. Is that the one near Flockton? On the way to Wakefield? Just want to say hi. Hi, mate. Oh, my God.
12 head high.
Oh my god.
Lake says, molester. I don't know. Is that more just a poitan? Does that mean I touched things or something? I don't know. Do you know? I should probably not read out what you write in a different language. Exclamation mark. English. Molester pony. There you go. English, please. Solo English. Do you know, if you can tell us what English only, please, thank you, is in Finnish, I can get that added to the command for you, Lake. Anyway, we are here to talk about video games. We don't have long, so we're going to jump straight into that. But I hope you're all doing okay. We'd usually go live at 10 a.m.-ish for this. But for the last 2 weeks, we've had a couple of meetings booked in at 10 a.m. I did spit my toys out of the pram. That's not what it works. Throw your toys out the pram, spit your dummy out. That's the one. Fucking lobs his fucking rattle away. Why is that in your mouth for me? I spat my toys out the pram. Yeah, that should not happen as much. That said, Baby's not around next week, so we'll see what fucking hell, Late. You can't say that about it. It just did. You just saw it, mate. Exclamation mark English. So, yeah, I don't really. Yeah, I tried. Yeah. Do you know what, actually? Yeah, fuck this Tito guy. 2 days in a row now he's been chatting shit about the fact that he rage quit out of an ICU stream because his comms weren't exceptional the other day. Spit my thank you, 12. Thank you, mate. Yes, nice one. Just text me saying spit my toes out the pram. Nice. Yeah, twice! And he's like, no, I'm not. It's fine, whatever. Well, stop talking about it then. Fucking hell. For anyone that didn't see it, we landed at Millibase, and I saw Tito on the top of a building to my right. I turned to my left, and Tito, without any comms, by the way, not saying I'm going to loop around onto your building, got off his building and came outside my building. So then Tito got shot by someone. So I'm now looking back over at this building where Tito was, and I'm thinking, where the fuck's his marker gone? He has no reason to be behind me now, so I'm not looking this way. And I'm like, he's like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit, where's that from? He's like, on me. And I'm thinking, well, you're not there, so where are you? And he's like, but where's that? And he's like, on my ping. And I'm like, where's the ping? I don't know where you are. And then he got died and deaded.
And then he got died.
And then he got 30 minutes. No one needs to hear this. Yeah, we're going for this. We're going. We've got this, mate. But yeah. Thanks, Jim K. Nice bit. So yeah, he proceeded to rage quit the lobby because he was like, I don't know how I could make this ping better. I was like, tell me something it's on. if you've said that it's on you and your ping and I don't know where it is, then maybe help me find it. The ping, on the wall or the bottom of the steps on the building that you're on or on the building that you actually thought I was on that I vacated without telling you or any of that sort of stuff. So, yeah. Long story short,
I'm just waiting for the PUBG mobile content to come out. That's what I'm waiting for.
It's all right. We'll move to PUBG Mobile. It's fucking big things. All the contents. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to clip that from the stream last week and turn it into some sort of montage shit that I'm then going to play on stream so I can clip that again. And then whenever Tito flaps his gums in someone else's stream, I'll just paste the link into the clip so I can go, there you go, watch it. Watch Tito disappear off of his building, out of sight, without comms, then get dead and just repeat the same thing over and over again. So, yeah, that's what's happened. Wasn't asked about that. The bit that pissed me off, though, is that he then just left the fecking lobby, quit the game, didn't say anything, just left, rage quit, bye. Nice one, mate. So, yeah, fuck you, dick. I was in the car this morning, driving back from school, listening to Wobbles' stream, and I heard just Tito flapping his gums, giving it the story close, but incorrectly. So, like, it was like, no, we're all right, but Graham's a bit of a dick when I say it this way. I was like, oh, okay. When I get back, I'm jumping in that Discord, and I am putting you to fuck. But they weren't in Discord. They were on Xbox Party Chat, is what it is. You having fun there, JMK? Anyway, we do have some stories. We're going to talk about Xbox making more consoles. So that means over the next few years, Xbox might sell 7 more consoles because nobody plays on that heaping sack of shit. Also, GTA Trilogy has done some controversial things. Pokemon TCG Pocket confirms plans to add in a new feature that all the Poke fans want to see. Do you want to see it, Bib?
I want to see everything.
Oh my god. And then we'll talk about the Game Awards nominees, plus Free Game Friday, but we're going to pick up the pace and jump through all of that shit right now. Mr. Bib, would you buy a new Xbox?
Yes, Graham, I would absolutely love to buy another Xbox.
Well, that's good, because we'll jump into this bit of news from Chris Scullion over at VGC that says nothing, because it's not on screen. Nice. Oh, it's because I was capturing earlier on. It was trying to find the Logitech G Hub for the A50 video. But there you go, it's now there. We'll definitely do more consoles. Xbox boss. Do you know what? Let me ban JMK. Bye. Just fucking fuck off. Okay, I'll unban him. Unban him. I can't unban him. No. Okay, someone with mod privileges, unban JMK, please. Thank you. So we'll definitely do more consoles, Xbox boss Phil Spencer says. But he seems to dismiss a mid-gen update saying it's harder to show the benefits. So there will be more Xbox consoles in the future, Microsoft's gaming CEO Phil Spencer has said. In an interview with Rolling Stone following the launch of the company's new This is an Xbox marketing campaign, Spencer explained that the shift to a multi-platform strategy doesn't mean the Xbox Series X and S will be the final Xbox consoles.
No, because the final Xbox console was the 360 because no one's played any of that shit since then.
Oh, sorry, what? God damn it. Sorry, I heard people firing strays in. When you in the PUBG community, and they're all weird affectionists to one box over another. I've heard at 2 different streams throw shade at the PS this morning, so I thought I'm going for them. But anyway, we'll definitely do more consoles in the future, Spencer confirmed, and other devices. Other devices may refer to the often reported Xbox handheld, which Phil Spencer said earlier this week was in the pipeline, but was likely still years away. Fucking should hope so. I've just ordered my Steam Deck, get him. When asked by Rolling Stone if Xbox would release a mid-gen console similar to the PS5 Pro, Spencer was less definitive, appearing to suggest he didn't think the difference in performance was worth it.
Correct.
We think about hardware that can create unique value for our players or creators on our platform, he explained. We don't need to do incremental hardware for our benefit.
Because only 3 people will buy it.
Does a new device really give you a unique experience on screen in some way? It's less like the old days going from the original Xbox to the 360. That was standard definition to high definition. Now it's harder to show the benefits. We'll stop there. So Xbox aren't giving up on consoles.
Mm-hmm.
Is that obvious? What are your thoughts, Mr. Bibb?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that we obviously have been reporting over like the last 2 or 3 years. In fact, since the Xbox Series X and S hit the shelves, thinking that this could be the last iteration because they primarily are focusing on the software side of things in terms of like your cloud streaming, they called it xCloud, but I think they call it like the Game Pass stuff.
I think it's just cloud gaming now. Xbox Cloud Gaming is.
Yeah, so they're trying to get that on as many devices as possible, like it's now available on your Fire Stick for older generations rather than it just being the brand new ones as well. So trying to get it in people's hands, whether or not using your phone, using the Logitech G Cloud, which I'm hoping that we actually get our hands on within the next couple of months. That'll be fantastic, and we can show you guys how these sorts of apps end up working on something like that with our fantastic internet at home. Having it on your phone, having it on the G Cloud, being able to streaming games directly from your Xbox console through the Fire Stick, which I think Fire Stick's on Black Friday or the Amazon Prime days. You can pick them up for as little as like 25 quid. So being able to get into the Xbox software nowadays, there's such little cost, and I feel like that was what there was potentially going to be aiming at. There was rumors at one point that there was going to be linking up with Nintendo to be able to play Xbox games via the cloud on your Nintendo Switch device. I feel like they were just vicious rumors. There was a lot of them, and it was everywhere. But I feel like, do Nintendo really want to get in bed with Xbox at this moment in time? Probably not so close to the Nintendo Switch 2 coming out. I feel like that probably would soften their marketing message if there was to do that. So again, might be something that they have further down the line, but it wouldn't have surprised me if they moved away from the hardware side of things. But ultimately, your Xbox Series S on launch was, I think, less than 200 quid, which is an outstanding value for a console that can deliver the kind of graphics and gameplay experiences from well, it's now modern day, modern day graphics. I know it's obviously not as powerful as the X, but the price isn't anywhere close to being replicated.
It is interesting. Just jumping in there, it is interesting to see. I fully agreed with you in terms of if someone says to me at the start of this generation, side by side, someone not with any form of gaming option in their setup at all says, do I get a PlayStation or do I get an Xbox, PS5 or a Series console? Me and Bibby were both kind of agreed that you get the Series S. If you're not sure, you get the Series S. And that's not because it's better. It's the worst one of the three consoles. But you get access to Game Pass. You buy the Series S with a long-term Game Pass subscription. It's cost-effective. Jobs are good. And that's a great way of getting in without a gaming library behind you. You've got no issues. That still applies, apart from Game Pass is more expensive. The £1 a month thing that you can convert and stuff has gone and so on. So they've squeezed profits and stuff out of that, which is understandable. But there is numerous reports now of developers that struggle to make games that they want because they have to factor in the Series S, which is throttling that. So it is a little bit of a thing there, but it doesn't surprise me that Xbox are still definitely looking at the future of consoles because, yes, they aren't selling as many as PlayStation, but they are still selling more than enough. So was it last week's show where we were saying PlayStation and Xbox aren't really competitors anymore in that sort of sense? So the market has changed to the point where PlayStation is a console seller and everything else comes secondary, whereas Xbox have realised, well, we are so far behind, we are probably never going to win this race. We are... like the Sega, Nintendo sort of stuff where Nintendo have got in front. And if we carry on doing this, we will just go bust. So we have to pivot into being in the same industry, but a different provider. So we aren't just first party. We are third party / support services / a different form of first party, which is the play everywhere. Figure out the Azure cloud streaming stuff off of those services elsewhere, which makes sense. But yeah, I definitely feel Xbox will release not only the handheld stuff, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see them looking at things that they've dabbled with in the past. Like, if VR does ever pop, I think Xbox might jump back into that. I don't think they'll lead on that, because PlayStation have tried twice with the PSVR and it's done nothing. So I don't think Xbox would go VR, but I think they will still have the commitment to the box, even if it's effectively just a stream box that you fucking USB or HDMI into another screen, and all of the weightlifting is done through the cloud, almost like a Fire Stick. Even if it's that sort of thing, I think Xbox will still have something in the market there.
Yeah, we mentioned many a time. I think it was 2 years ago that Phil Spencer was doing one of his keynotes from his house, and behind him he had like a little stick. It looked like a Fire Stick. It was white. And it looks like something that you would just plug into your TV for it to be basically a receiver. Might have an Ethernet port on the other side of it, just so you can obviously run a cable into it to get the best internet experience possible from something like that. Because you can get Ethernet ports for your Fire Stick, can't you, as like an accessory?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be too difficult to be able to pull together something like that as like an entry level £30 feature. But the fact that you can do it on your Fire Stick now is genuinely unbelievable. Most TVs nowadays
directly from the TV, new TV, you can
have the app built in.
So my Samsung TV is like a 2017-ish, something like that. And it was like 2018 or 19 is when those ranges, I think it's Series 8 or 9-ish, somewhere around there. You can install the app from it and play games straight off the TV. You don't need a console. You can just Bluetooth connect your controller to your TV and just play that way, which is amazing. Obviously, would have been dog shit for me up until about a month ago. I could do that now because I've got modern internet. There's still large parts of the world that can't do that. So Xbox will still provide consoles for that. So it just shows you how big news, but also how fickle that the industry is, that thinks that Xbox might not do that, but also how much the fact that it is always news every time it's mentioned that shows how much Xbox still need to do that. And then from a competition standpoint, we need Xbox to do that, because how shy is PlayStation now compared to PlayStation when it needed to make an impact? PlayStation takes what it's got for granted. PlayStation now is Xbox just after the 360. And Xbox is PlayStation just after the 360, but further back. So, like, they're in this where they've got, we've got to innovate to take the market back, but they are so far back that will be incredibly difficult. How you doing, Salty Dog, by the way? He says one good console would be nice. Yeah, exactly. But like Tito says here, depends on the games. Even I recommended a PlayStation someone the other day. If you're playing solo games, PS5. Emulation, Series S. Cross-platform games, Series X. JMK says X shite, which is the only real switched-on intelligent comment we've had from anyone in the chat this morning. God damn, get out of it, Tito. But no, maintain the Xbox hardware is solid, but it's not about that now. They fucked the games, and that's the biggest reason to choose a console. Not even see the benefit of all these studio acquisitions yet, if we ever do. So, yeah, 100%. That's it. Xbox is a multifaceted brand in terms of gaming hardware, but none of them are really doing it. So you've got the Xbox Series S, cheap, low end. You can get a little screen that sticks on top of it. It's the most portable console out of all 3 current gen consoles out there. It's wonderful. Just your games might not be great, and it's really bad for developers. Okay. PS5 is an actual house that you have to cart around. It's massive, and they don't care about you as long as they get the money, which they are at the moment guaranteed to do. So, whatever. And then you got the Series X, which is okay. It's middle range. It's too big to be nice for most people. Not as big as the PS5. It has lots of potential and promise with hardware, but doesn't have any of the games to run it. So also shit. So we're in this sort of like awkward situation where we still need Xbox to keep PlayStation honest. And hopefully they will never do that in bed with a Nintendo, in my opinion. Nintendo will keep Xbox at arm's length. They will use them for what they need, whether that is some form of crossover with Game Pass. I'm still not sure. Maybe if Xbox do start going to just providing stream boxes and Game Pass becomes available on Switches and so on. But Nintendo is in such a strong point where it's just about to get the best-selling console generation ever. And I think they'll do that as well. We're about to get the Switch 2. The Nintendo Switch is just behind the PS2. I think what they will do is, at least for the start of the Switch 2, is almost like Xbox Series and Xbox One consoles did. Two generations that can play the same games, mostly. I think you will get that from Nintendo at first. Oh, yeah, the new Switch 2 is £450. But if you want to get the original Switch, that's just been dropped to £150. So I think they'll do that for a year or two just to get the extra few million that they need tip in front of PS2. Soon as they do that, not asked, get the Switch gone. Fuck that shit, it's dead to me. But being so close to such a, not even a big record, an all-time record that hasn't been touched for 20 years, let alone like anything before that sort of stuff. Like, yeah, Nintendo will do that. Nintendo don't need Xbox, so I can't see them pairing up. I think Xbox will just keep evolving and being what they need it to be. The other thing is how long Microsoft let them do it. Not that they're losing money, not that they're in any form of bad shape. You put Xbox in the position that it is and compare that to 99.9% of businesses in the world. That is a very healthy-looking business. That we'll take that. Skadoosh. But Microsoft, compared to Xbox, that is that 0.001% of businesses that's like, if you're not earning me billions, I don't care. I do not get out of bed for billions. So, yeah, hopefully Microsoft just keep going, well, this is great as a loss leader. It only earns millions, only multiple millions, not billions. So we'll keep it there. It's just the weird little cousin in the corner that we don't really pay attention to. But it's good for relationship building. Hopefully Microsoft keep doing that. And if they do, job's good. And if that is the case, if it comes down, we said before, it comes down to parent companies, Microsoft is bigger than Sony. Whereas PlayStation is bigger than Xbox. So when it comes down to your parents, Microsoft's dad is bigger than PlayStation's dad. So Xbox's dad is bigger than PlayStation's dad. Yeah, nice. Mm-hmm. Good afternoon, Gagan. How you doing, mate? 3 years, 41 months. Sheesh. Just seeing that VIP and that 3-year badge. Oof, thank you, mate. but PlayStation is shy. Xbox. Fuck you. Xbox are Microsoft, and they're a software company mainly, and they don't care about hardware as much. They're doing the minimum just to be relevant in the hardware space. I disagree with that, Enzo. They are massively investing in their studio laptop devices and also their Azure cloud platform. I don't think you can say the Xbox brand is doing the bare minimum hardware. Ironically, it's the software letting the brand down. Sorry, I need to blow my nose and stuff. I don't think anyone has said they've done the minimum hardware. Like, they've got the best hardware console out there in the Xbox Series X. It's the concept of the system. Nothing is great. PlayStation is the middle unit with the best sales and outreach and the best games, but the shittest attitude towards consumers. Whereas the Series S is just a bit gash in terms of delivery, and the Series X effectively is over delivering because it doesn't have anything to source it. So yeah. Oh, you're on about Enzo's comment. I get you now. Anyway, we will put a pin in that one. Xbox is going to continue to make consoles to absolutely nobody's surprise. Mr. Bibb, though, GTA Trilogy came out a couple of years ago. Wasn't the greatest. Would you blame anyone for that? Good talk.
Oh, sorry, I thought I was what do you call it, ad-libbing?
Yeah, well, I was like, the ad lib was leading up to it. I was like, it came out, it wasn't the greatest. Would you blame anyone for that? And then I was waiting for you to go, I don't really know, whatever. And I go,
sorry, I didn't hear that bit.
Oh, okay.
That bit just didn't come through. And when I said horrendous, I didn't hear anything after that.
Thank you, microphones. So anyway, Bib, would you blame anyone for that? No, you wouldn't. Well, it's interesting because the GTA teams actually would, if I jump over to this next article from Chris Scullion at VGC, as the GTA Trilogy removes a developer credit following a major graphical update. So that's a big step. Kicking anyone out of the credits is always a touchy sort of subject because there's the people have put work and time and effort in and so on. But when you actively what's the word? Not posthumous, but a bit after the fact, going and binning someone's credits out, then that is quite big, especially when it's a full studio. But anyway, GTA Trilogy's dev is nowhere to be found after updates. So Rockstar has removed Grove Street Games credits from the start of Grand Theft Auto: The Trilogy Definitive Edition following a major graphical upgrade. The surprise patch was released on Tuesday and made notable improvements to the much criticised remasters. However, one of the other changes is the apparent removal of Grove Street Games logo at the start of each game and the references to them in the game's copyright blurb. VGC loaded a pre-patched version of Grand Theft Auto Vice City, which opens with a splash screen showing game artwork, the Grove Street Games logo, and copyright information relating to Rockstar, Grove Street Games, and Epic Games for the use of the real engine. However, after downloading the patch, we were instead met with a different screen showing a black background and revised copyright information relating only to Rockstar Games and Epic Games. Grove Street Games was one of the main developers behind the Definitive Edition, but when it was released in November 2021, players quickly criticised how it looked, citing odd character models, a complete lack of fog, issues with rain effects, and poor quality AI upscaling, which added typos to numerous in-game shop signs and billboards. When the Definitive Edition was ported to mobile devices in 2023, it included a new classic lighting mode, which players praised for looking much more authentic and in line with the original version's art style. The mobile versions were handled by Video Games Deluxe, a team made of former members of LA Noire developer Team Bondi. Shat me pants! Thanks, mate. Nice, yeah, nice. Interesting comment there, Doom. Thank you. Appreciate it for the, where are we? 16 months up. Appreciate it. Anyway, it appears that the new major update to the console versions is based on Video Games Deluxe's work, leading to the removal of the Grove Street Games references. Interessant. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a dev be removed. I'll use the word posthumously again, because they've kind of died now. I don't think I've ever seen them be removed like that. I mean, there's a few ways that this cookie could crumble. It could be a case of Grove Street Games. Are they part of like Rockstar? Have they just gone, fuck it, we wanted this to be a separate like porting part of the business, and they've fucked that up, so that name is pretty much dead. So Grove Street Games is a separate brand, but also still part of our brand. We're just going to call it part of ours, and we'll get rid of that bad part of the thingy. Or is it something a bit more malicious, as like, nope, fuck you guys, you had a chance, you're out of here? What are your thoughts, Mr. Bibb?
Yeah, I think I would like to, rather than the studio closing down altogether, I mean, the due diligence that they clearly didn't do when this game was being released in the first place, the AI upscaling, I feel like they've just gone copy, paste, press the AI upscaler, and it's done whatever it's done. They've gone, yep, sound, the game plays. Like, yeah, it did play. And the game was, in my opinion, from playing, I only played the San Andreas one because it was the one that was on Game Pass upon release. The game was playable. I enjoyed playing through like half of it again, but there was just a lot of things that just didn't look right within the game. And I don't think anyone's ever criticized the game being broken. It didn't live up to a standard which you would have thought from this. It was a very, very lazy port. And I think, like you mentioned, that probably the name Grove Street Games probably has been tarnished to a point where they can't realistically put that on the box anymore, because people will just go, well, they're clearly still involved with it. It can't be that great. And they've just absolved them into maybe a different group or just disbanded it altogether. And you don't want anyone to lose their jobs under that, even though if a team was getting paid to be able to put that out and they ended up putting that out, you would be absolutely mortified. Like, obviously Rockstar got the entire Rockstar name got put under jeopardy for stuff like that. Like, same reason when Cyberpunk was released, CD Projekt were under the microscope. Like, if your name is attached to it, you will get put under the microscope. Essentially, the whole business will. So, I like a redemption arc, very much like I've just mentioned. Then the Cyberpunk stuff, very much like the No Man's Sky stuff. Hopefully, I haven't seen anything from this yet, gameplay wise. I haven't gone onto anyone's stream to have a look how it is. It has piqued my interest to actually go out and buy the game now, because I feel like it probably is in a much more playable state 2 years down the line. It's 2022 you got brought out. So yeah, I feel like this is definitely a step in the right direction for this game. They are games, stone cold classics when you think of the PlayStation 2 era of video games. These three will be synonymous with that console. So yeah, I'm happy for it to be a part of my life again, being able to go out and play it, especially getting the trophies and things like that along the way. I'm not a trophy chaser, but the fact that I've played these games millions of times before, and now I can play them and have a nice little catalogue of trophies in the background to pop along with it, just to make the game a little bit more enjoyable in areas that I might not have considered 100% in before. I now have the ability to be able to do that in a much better fashion than we did previously.
Interestingly, I've just decided to have a little bit of a look while she was talking then into Grove Street Games, and I'll jump back over here into the news slide. So this is the Grove Street Games website. So I've clicked through to the About Us page. I mean, the first thing I notice here, trying to look for different things, is this is a team image. You can tell this isn't a Rockstar sort of image, because for a couple of reasons. This guy up here, just below our pictures, his eyes are closed. He's definitely like blinked at the wrong time while someone's taking that picture. That's not a corporate photo that's been doctored for a website. That gives me the vibes of okay, this is a small to medium sized business doing what it is. Unlucky time of you, mate. You're going to live like that on the website. Over here, there's a Galaxy's. You are.
He might have fell asleep.
I mean, maybe that's why the door boys donut sort of stuff was round rather than fucking nut shaped or something in game, because that dude fell asleep on his shift. God damn it! But no, then over here we've got an Alex's, which is, I'm assuming is the word Galaxies, and it kind of looks like Grogu on his Christmas jumper behind them. That's a Star Wars product. That's not a GTA product, so you wouldn't have that allowed on the Rockstar page. And then you start to go down a little bit. Grove Street Games was originally under the name Wardrum Studios. So is this something that's kind of been funded or bought out or whatever? It feels like this is an independent studio that might be. I hate to say it, but looking at the picture, it looks like Spot the Token Black Guy. I mean, there's a black guy. How do you know he's a token black guy? He might be a very influential person in that studio. That says a lot more about you than the picture does, David. God damn. But yeah, Wardrum Studios changed its name to Grove Street Games. Is that because they got a cash injection? Is that because they work more closely with Rockstar? What it is, I'm not sure. For me, this website gives me the hint that this is a smaller offshoot business that's maybe adjusted their direction to work more closely. I could be completely wrong with this. All of this, by the way. This is my assumption, trying to read between the lines. And that kind of almost makes me a little bit more sad, because that feels like this is an external business that's been around since 2007. They have, I think it was 25 staff or something, it said somewhere on one of the slides. So they've got a bunch of people that work there that clearly were trying to do good stuff, and they didn't. And now they've been pulled from this. That does make me worry a little bit for this business, because they've clearly been doing good shit in terms of games that they've worked on. Ark Survival Ascended, the port for the PlayStation and so on. Aralux, don't know what that is. Ark, the Ultimate Survivor Edition, and they're just their last 3 games. There's a bunch of other games and stuff that you can see in their portfolio they've worked on. So they clearly have worked on a bunch of other stuff. I hope this doesn't become a thing that goes, yeah, you are getting your biggest contract pulled and people have to lose a job, which is shit. It's nature of the beast, though. It is a results-oriented business, and that game did not get the results that they required for it.
Bloody hell, you can now more than ever at this moment in time, like the amount of redundancies that are going on in the video game sphere, like it's nearly irreplaceable, the amount of people that have ended up losing their jobs across the board, whether or not you're a QA tester, whether or not you're an actual dev, whether or not you are an art designer. Like, no one's job seems to be safe in this video game industry at this moment in time. And if this is something that's obviously been pulled from underneath, and they should have done the due diligence with this one, though, this is genuinely all on them. From what we understand and what they've ended up delivering, it seemed to be that it was all on them. They haven't done what they needed to do. And I hope that they've been given the opportunity to be able to, go out and give a second chance, but they've just had the name removed. They may have been paid to have the name removed off of it.
We'll change back to Wardrum Studios. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, speaking of having their names removed,
yes,
it's 2:30. Are we departing from your services?
Yes.
Yes,
you are.
If that's the case, Pokemon TCG confirms a plan to add in a new feature. Do you want to give us a spoiler? What is that new feature, and are you excited for it?
I think it's for the trading. I only read it this morning, but I think it is going to be for the trading. That's going to take place in January.
And are you excited to trade Pokemon?
Yes, because I actually have 5 Blastoises and yet to have a Pikachu EX card. So if anyone does have a couple of Pikachu ones spare, then feel free. I will give you one of my... Oh, well, sorry, I won't give you. I will trade you one of my 5 Blastoises.
There you go. You heard it here first. Nice. On that bombshell, you stay there while I... jump over to me only. Gadoosh. Actually, do I have a scene with just me on it? Oh, I do. It's just the main scoop scene. I'll go back there and I'll hide your screen off. Proper professional business, this.
Yeah. I mean, this is UK #1 video game podcast, even if we do say so ourselves, right?
Yeah, baby. Nice. Okay, well, you're no longer on screen, so fuck off.
Okay, bye-bye.
And we've lost the bib. Nice, he's gone. Okay, that article that I was talking about then, do you know what? I'll see if what's the best way. What's the best way? Do I bring it on screen in this one? Probably. Boop. Nope, it's not full screens. Okay, so if I go here, do that, I'll go over to the new screen. Bosh! And then we'll hide Bibby there too. Because you can see Bibby's face just in the top corner. Which one is it? Where is it? That one? No, that's me. That one? There he goes. Bye, Bip. Okay. Next news story from VG247. This one has been written by Mark Warren. It says, good news. Pokemon TCG Pocket confirms plans to add in a new feature every Pokehead wants soon, as well as new booster packs. So desperate for more content to drop for more Pokemon TCG Pocket, so you and more than 30 million other people can fall deeper into your card collecting deck and building frenzies? Question mark. Well, good news. The game's devs have now shared a bit of a roadmap of their current plans, new stuff-wise, for the near future. Coming via the game's official account, the tweet containing this info on where TCG Pocket's headed kicked off with the team giving a nice thank you to everyone who's tried out the game so far. Quotes, we are continuing to develop and operate the game so that everyone can enjoy it even more, and we plan to hold a variety of in-game events in Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket going forward, it wrote. Then, the juicy stuff. To begin with, we plan to add new booster packs by the end of the year, the TCG Pocket team outlined In addition, we are aiming to add a feature that allows certain cards to be traded starting in January 2025. We are planning to gradually expand the selection of cards that are able to be traded. Also, we have other new features in development outside of the trade feature introduced here. We plan to announce more details about the updates as the dates for the addition of these features are finalized, so please look forward to it. That sound you can hear is pretty much every TCG player, VG247's resident poker heads included, yelling, "Oh, hell yeah, can't wait to do me some trading." Okay, that's it. We'll stop there. I like the way that Mark Warren has written this article with a bit of personality. It's just a bit difficult to follow when you're reading it out. So, sheesh. Pokemon TCG Pocket plans. I'm going to add this as the discussing now. Is it even on this slide? It is on this slide. Boom, boom, boom. New plans. See, this is the thing when Bibby's here, you don't get to see me doing this because I've got someone to talk over me while I'm doing it. But there you go. It's on the screen for the people that are watching the video stuff, whether it's on stream or later on YouTube. Hi. Yeah, Pokemon TCG confirms new plans to adding new functions and trading. You surprised? I mean, I am not playing this game. I don't intend to play this game either. I'm open to the idea of playing it. I don't plan to. So it's not anything that I definitely won't play. Even just last night, I was looking at how to play Pokemon Fire Red on my iPhone, which you can do via emulation, stuff like GBA for iOS and stuff, which still exists. God damn, I didn't know. But, like, it's something that I want to play here and there when I get an itch. So for me, I'm not going to play it. But that said, millions of people are playing Pokemon TCG Pocket. Even just last week, on my way into Manchester, some dude on the bus stood next to me battling in Pokemon TCG Pocket. So you can rip packs, you can collect holos, and you can battle against other players. It's only natural that Pokemon allows you to trade. You could do that on the classic Game Boys. So doing that on a card game on a mobile, which is much more advanced, kind of seems logical. It's good for community building, and it's not even a nice thing to have, it's a requirement for the community. So having those things coming isn't a surprise. It's just, it's more of, the value comes from the confirmation of that, look, we are doing the things that you would expect us to do, which is good to see. So shout out to, is it the Pokemon Company? Who I don't even know who develops it. I've never played it, so I don't know. So shout out to them. I assume it's them. If it's not them, it's someone else, then shout out to you too. But yes, that's that. Anyway, okay. Next story. Obviously, it's a dollop. I've got no one to bounce my thoughts and ideas off, so you're just having to listen to me giving my thoughts. If you do have any thoughts on Pokemon TCG, please do feel free to drop it into the chat and I will respond. If not, we'll go over here. So the Game Awards 2024 nominees are to be revealed in 3 days' time. That's November the 18th. This has been written by Shubhankar Parijat on Gaming Bolt. And before I jump into that, I've just seen Tito's comment. Fuck Nintendo and the Pokemon Company is my thought. Nice. Let's go. So the full list of nominees for this year's show, which is set for December 12th, will be unveiled on Monday at, I'm assuming that's supposed to be GMT. 5 p.m. GTM. Nice. Let's go. I think it's GMT. 5 p.m. Monday, we will get the full list of nominees. So the announcements, world premieres, and trailers are obviously a big part of the Game Awards every year, but it is an award show at the end of the day, and watching games be recognised and honoured with nominations and wins is also a significant part of the ceremony. Ish, as long as you wrap it up in less than 60 seconds, goddamn. With the Game Awards 2024 set for December 12th, now less than a month away, we'll soon be learning which games have been nominated across all categories. It's been announced that the full list of nominees across the 30-plus categories at the Game Awards 2024, voted by a global jury of journalists and critics, will be unveiled on Monday, November 18th. Specifically, the nominees will be announced in a live stream that will go live at 5 p.m. GMT. 2024 has seen a number of notable releases that have garnered widespread acclaim, including the likes of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Metaphor Refantasio, I don't know how to, is that, did I say that right? Helldivers 2, Balatro, and Astrobot, and many others. So it should be interesting to see which games end up getting nominated across all of the categories, but especially the big one, that being Game of the Year, of course. Thoughts? What do you all think? Because of Palworld and their litigation, that's why Tito said fuck Nintendo. I get it. I mean, this is, I always find this a bit, how do I put it? The downside with having the Game Awards, I'm going to stay on this screen just for anyone that comes in. You can see the article there. I'm not cutting to me and Bibby giving you two different reactions, so me being small at the top is fine. So the Game Awards being in December means that we lose games. Anything that launches at the end of November and early December pretty much has no chance of being in the Game Awards conversation. So 1/12 of the year is not included, which I always find a bit of a bugbear. I get it, because if not, you're doing the Game Awards in January when everyone's taken the Christmas decorations down. The season of goodwill has gone. So it's just more romantic to have the Game Awards in December, at the end of the year, not after the end of the year. I get it. But that's a little bit annoying. But then we start to step into Jeff Keighley's sort of world here, don't we? Where is it? There we go. Specifically, the nominees will be announced in a live stream that will go live at 5 p.m. GMT. Because that's what we need. We need another stream that is purely created, solely edited, and led by Jeff Keighley. Why just put it out? Put a web post out. Just leave it there. Job was good. Stick it out on a bunch of tweets. Pre-prep it. Get your social guys to put the stuff out. Why do we need another live stream for the nominees to then have the live stream that will last 5-6 hours for the Game Awards, where Jeff Keighley will do yet another skit with the Muppets? And I mean the puppets, not you get the idea. So I won't be watching this live stream. I will keep my eye out for anything that comes up on social media around this. I will look for a webpage or someone that puts together a news article. We'll wait for VGC. VGC will put together a news article that we can jump on to have a look at that pulls everything together for us. Not going to be watching a live stream of it myself, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, back over here. As we get ready to wrap things up, because he's gone. We can't make him play any instruments. But if you have been here for a Friday before, you will have found out that every Friday is
Free Game Friday.
Yeah, I don't have a guitar. It's what it is. Exclamation mark FF for anyone in the chat that may be watching and wants a little bit of a jingle. But for now, we will jump back over to the news tab, as Morgan Park and the team at PC Gamer have... Nice. There you go. Morgan Park and the team have what they have every week, and that is an update on what you can get free on the Epic Games Store right now. So from now until November the 14th, you may have heard us mentioning this last week, because we do let you know what is free and what should be coming when it's announced in advance on the Epic Games Store every week. So up for grabs this week is the quirky and playful extraction shooter Deceive Inc. That's not right. That's not right. They've not updated it. Nice one. So Baby's giving me an article that's not legit. That's not right. We did it last week. It was deceiving last week. It did say, though, what was supposed to be coming this week. The Castlevania Anniversary Collection. Ooh. It's a good game, that. Well, series of games, that. We work on the Castlevania Anniversary Collection. Do you know what? I'm going to jump back over here, then. Main. Epic Games free game this week. Yeah, PC Gamer just haven't updated their article. Okay, we'll ditch PC Gamer instead. We will go over to GameSpot. Boom. So this one is written by Stephen Petit and Darren Bothews. Do you know, I actually hope that that's not a PC game. This is how shit the industry is right now. When you see things like that, where articles, it's the same article and it's the same link every week, the Epic Games Store one, and it just gets updated every week. And when it doesn't get updated, that makes me wonder, has someone been let go? The person that usually does that, have they been kicked and nobody's thought about picking up that work? I hope that's not the case. I hope it's just someone was off or they've changed the link or whatever. But we do have the article here now. Stephen Petit and Darren Bonthus at GameSpot say the golden age of Castlevania is this week's Epic Games Store freebie. The Epic Games Store is offering a compilation of Castlevania's classic games for free this week. And I'll probably say the same thing again because GameSpot like to repeat the same thing from the title, the subtitle, and the first line of the first paragraph. So the Epic Games Store continues to give a free game each week, and this week is another nice find with the price that can't be beaten. Every Thursday at 8 a.m. PT, which I think is around 4 p.m. GMT. Epic offers at least one free PC game, and sometimes as many as 2 or 3. All you need to do is claim the blah, 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 blah. This week, you can explore one of Konami's greatest franchises with the Castlevania Anniversary Collection. This is a great selection of retro Castlevania games exploring the early years of the Monster Slaying series, and the package includes an informative ebook full of terrific art and insight into the games. Here's everything you're getting in this release. Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, Super Castlevania 4, Castlevania The Adventure, Castlevania 2, Belmont's Revenge, Castlevania Bloodlines, Kid Dracula, History of Castlevania, Book of the Crescent Moon. You can also pick up Snakebird Complete this week, a puzzle-solving adventure that combines the classic Snakebird and Snakebird Primer into one colourful package. Nice. So there you go. You Castlevania fan? Did you play Castlevania on the old NESs and SNESs and stuff? Well, if you did, then get involved. Castlevania Anniversary Collection is free right now. All you need is an Epic Game Store account, and you can get that added into your library for free and play it whenever you want.
Nice.
Typical slacking from Bibbit, exactly. We're not going to blame it on the fact that PC Gamer usually update the exact same link week in, week out, and they just haven't this week. See, look, this is the link usually. Like you can tell from the link. Epic Games Store free games list. It's the same thing that usually updates. So either they've changed their approach to that, or they're just not bothering. It might not be getting the clicks anymore, or whatever. But it's not updated. God damn it. So yeah, it's definitely Baby's fault because he didn't click it. If it looked at it, he'd seen, but he didn't. Did he? God damn it. Kevlar, how you doing, mate?
Welcome to the stream. Hi.
Just in time for us to finish. Okay, that has been the news. If you missed it, a quick recap. We'll definitely do more consoles, says Xbox boss Phil Spencer. So Xbox are not out of the console game. They will be bringing more. Whether it's this generation or not, we didn't get any confirmation on, but they're definitely bringing something. GTA Trilogy removes developer credit following major graphical update. Grove Street Games, which was a huge part of porting the GTA Trilogy onto new consoles, has been removed. So it now just says that Rockstar and Epic Games are bringing you these games. Interesting. No reason why. Hopefully, it's just a rebranding, absorbing redistribution of services and stuff, and we don't get any industry staff cut loose, but it is what it is. We have to see when we get more news, if we get more news. Speaking of more news, good news, Pokemon fans. TCG Pocket is adding new stuff like trading and new card packs. The Game Awards nominations are going to be coming on the 18th of November. So Monday, you'll be able to find out who's been nominated for what. And you can play the Castlevania Anniversary Collection free right now. Nice. Okay.
I'm gonna bounce.
Thank you, everyone that has been in the stream. I appreciate you sticking around. Shout out from me and the BB. This has been The Scoop. Nice, the UK's #1 video game podcast, if we do say so ourselves. At the start of the stream, I didn't get through the intro that I'd usually go through because we were short on time. But basically, we bring you the biggest, the best, and the breaking stories from the world of video games. So if you have been watching the stream and you do want to get involved with the next episode of The Scoop, you can do. Just jump in the Discord, !Discord, in the chat. And in there, we have a channel called The Scoop. Feel free to ping any news that you want us to chat about in there. Drop the link. You can feel free to give us your thoughts and impressions. We'll share you our thoughts and impressions on the next episode of The Scoop, which should be next Friday. However, just like every Scoop at the moment, this week's Scoop was late. Last week's Scoop was late. They were both going to be late because of meetings. Next week's Scoop, Bibby isn't here at all. He just doesn't care anymore. Yeah, no blue sky, goddammit. Bibby isn't here anymore. He won't be here next week. So it's a solo dollop. So it's one of those that I've just got to find the time for it. But we'll see what we can do.
I'll try bringing you the things.
Nice. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to bounce though now. Appreciate everyone for dropping into the stream. I think Bibby's back tonight with some ICF with Mr. Fix. If you want to see Baby and Fixer ripping it up on the FC25 pitches, then please do feel free to drop in. It's about 8 p.m. he goes live. You can join us then. I'll be live from about 10 a.m.-ish tomorrow with some PUBG. Yeah, boy. But on that note, I love you all. Stick around for the raid. And stay frosty.